On to the month of July. Can you believe that we're already halfway through the year already? Crazy. So, leaving June behind with that zombies picture, we move into July with this sweet sketch of a tomahawk. If you haven't checked out the comic, I highly suggest it. It's this crazy, wild, time traveling story. Very worth picking up. You'll see a tomahawk show up in August as well. For the month, I decided to just go with plain pencil, my blue pencil, with just my pen, my fine tip pen. For most of it, I think there's a few instances that I did use a brush pen to get some more blacks, but you have this sweet cyborg Viking style. Gonna try doing some more backgrounds too, because I need to get that work in. You have this sweet, crazy cyborg werewolf demon type thing. I really like the fisheye perspective. You see there's like grates of the sewers or like underground poking through right there. I really like how that turned out. I love this stance of this werewolf type creature. So crazy. For the third, my friend on Twitter, Prairie Fox, I tried doing this shading thing with varying the way the cross hatching goes, kind of like how Artem Slap does, but I don't think I was quite as successful as he normally is. So I didn't try that again in the month. Going forward, for the fourth, have this friend from Instagram, Sociophobia. I really like how this turned out. I really think it captures her in this sunset look. Kind of heavy shadows. I just didn't want to mess it up with hitting it with a pen. I probably should have, but I really like how that turned out. So the brush pen did come into play for this one. Jeff Ramsey. I didn't like how his face looked. His face looks almost ghoulish for this one. So I went back, tried it again. I like that a lot better. This is from their series Achievement Haunters. They're the Achievement Hunter guys from Red vs. Blue, Rooster Teeth fame. They're doing a new series about catching ghosts. It's quite funny. I think the pilot is up on the website. It might only be for... but I got his looking up a lot better. Yeah, that unintentional undead look from that first picture. Then you get this sketch of Wonder Woman. I think I tried this a couple months back. I just wanted to revisit it. Trying to get like highlights of the hair, a better look of that. Really like how it turned out, even though it's the second time doing it. Seventh, this crashed Camaro. Just wanted to get on my wheelhouse. Just wanted to try something that I haven't tried before in this crashed Camaro. I like how the headlight there looks. I like how the bent frame looks. You can tell where it is, like where this whole it looks like an I-beam kind of crushed the middle of it. But yeah, I like how that turned out. I wish I would have hit it with pen. Of course, with Top Gun 2 being in the news, them tweeting out this picture, I feel in need as well. I can't wait for the second movie to show up and get some more Tom Cruise in a plane, Top Gun and stuff. Let's see. Then for the 9th, moving forward, this design from Mad Max, him holding that double barrel shotgun. It kind of got muddied up here, so I went back and redid it. This first sketch took 15 minutes, second one took 10. Something about how the thumb lined up with the shadows of the arm I didn't quite like, so I went back and Redid it over here. Turned out a lot better. Some Fooly Cooly action now that the second season is here. Really enjoy how this turned out. It seems so simple, but you start looking at the base and the crazy, I don't know if it's an animation style looking, but really love that, like almost a Fish Islands look to that animation style as well. The 11th, X-23, taking on a Sentinel. You see his hand coming up in the foreground, his other hand going to snatch her. I love the design of the old school Sentinels. I think I'm going to try drawing a few more of them. Something about X-23 kind of looks off. I think her body is probably just a little too shortened, stunted. But I like the design of this page. Wish I would have gotten it a little bit better though. My artist friend Pascal Millet does a series called Morning Star. It's on Comixology. I believe each issue is either $1 or $2, but go check it out. Guy's wildly talented. I love that style. I love the zombie design that he did, that I had to recreate it. I think I did a good job of it. Really love how that turned out. On to the 13th, drawing this like abandoned pool area. This is the first shot I took at it. Something about, I got it angled, it should have been more like this. Went back, did it up here real quick. That second attempt looks a lot closer to the reference photo. I like how that turned out. Just the crazy little details that you probably wouldn't notice. The 14th, Jan was in Amsterdam. He sent me this picture of him with his friend. On the day, I decided to take the opportunity to draw it as well. I like how the gesture sketch turned out. Don't mind this. The shadows got a little heavy. I've got to just tone that down a little bit, but I really like how it turned out. Send it back to him day of as well, so you can see that. Angelina Jolie. I can't quite recall what movie this is from. I want to say it was from like the Girl Interrupted time area, about there. Again, working with backgrounds a little bit more. I really like how that turned out. I like the ruffles in her shirt, the wrinkles in her shirt. But yeah, that turned out awesome. I messed up her face drawing it with pencil. You couldn't tell that because the inks kind of hide that. Fixed it when I inked it. Really like how that turned out afterwards. This probably is one of my favorites of the month. This whole car chase scene. This up here. This was the first one I did. That turned out really well. Liked how it did. I went to draw this one again. Kind of got it a little fat. Like you can see the notes there. Wish I would shrink that down a little bit, just to get that overall shorter stance. Drawing Booster. I love how this turned out. Went through, drew with pen. Didn't have as much detail as I wanted, so I hit it with some colored pencils. Really love how that turned out. Probably going to be doing something with this short comic that I wrote up last year. If you want to check that out, it's in the Patreon. It's called Saving Booster. Drawing my friend Crying Cryptid again this month, just to check to see my skills are. I really like how this one turned out too. Probably one of the best for the month as well. I like just the little subtle details. And again, I didn't go overboard with the shadows, so that's good. Really like how that turned out. The 19th, I can't tell what game this is from, but I know it is from something. She's like falling backwards as shooting underneath her leg at this truck. I really like how that turned out. Just for reference down the road, I'm sure I'll use that again. The 20th, my hand was not working. This does not look like her at all. This is Joy, the actress that played Joy from Blade Runner 2049. I think the nose is just a little long. If that was shortened up, I'm trying to figure out how to draw a bit lip. Just didn't quite pull it off, and kind of dislike that sketch for the month for sure. Into the next day, nailed it. My hand was working perfect. I've drawn designs of his before. It's Paicho, something like that. But you see how it's spelled up here. If you want to check him out online, I love his designs. They're just cute, little, fun, action-y designs. Does a lot of pop culture and stuff. Up here, her getting tools out to work on a car. I like the gesture sketch. Came back, did it a little bit back. It's a little messed up, but for the most part, really like how that turned out. Was not expecting to get it that close to detail. Moving forward, you got Jeff Goldblum and the Sphinx Cat. I've got another Sphinx Cat picked out for this month, so Sphinx Cats galore. I like how this turned out. Wish I might go back and just do this again with markers, just because I like the picture, and it'll give me a reason to draw Jeff Goldblum and Sphinx Cat again. Optimus Prime. Creature Box did this great design where Optimus is just literally beating the nuts and bolts out of Megatron. I really liked Prime's design as he swings through. Those hands look pretty dope. Just some designs to put down while I'm working on my Sharktimus Prime design. You got this one. Found this chick. She's got great tats, and this was one of the pictures that she had posted recently. Noticed the neck tattoo as well. I want to get to a point where I'm drawing more tattoos in my characters, just little things to set them apart from people. Just more details, more designs. Moving forward, you got this I can't think of the suit that they wear in Low. Crazy design, crazy powerful. I want to design my own, so I decided to draw the one that's the center point for at least the first 2 volumes of this family's struggle in this comic series. You should definitely check out. As I was mentioning earlier this month, Artem Slop did this little sketch. He varies his details and shading with these different directional cross hatching and whatnot. I really want to get to a point where I'm doing that as well, but can't quite nail it as well as he does. The 28th, doing Mike Emmerts's character Sissy from his comic project Sisyphean Complex. I love the design. You can see from the reference photos up here that I referenced Comic Book Girl 19. She's currently working on a workout routine to get in shape for a not safe for work calendar that she's planning on putting out next year. I'm interested to see on what she comes up with that, but I thought it was a great reference photo for redoing this character of Mike's while he's out of the arena, while he's healing and is getting his hand better. 29th and 30th done on the same page. I meant to do this twice, but I drew that first one well enough that I was refining it with a pencil, and finally just decided to hit it with a pen. It turned out really well. Then came down here, did the next day. I love this Firebird design in this garage. Like I said, I want to draw more of the background details so it gives these things a place to live. It really shows them off. And then the last piece for the month, Emma Dumont. She plays Polaris off of The Gifted. I believe it comes back next month for its second season. I really love how this turned out. This is probably the first time that I was able to get her likeness as close as it normally is. Yeah, I just love this like kind of carefree look and attitude she brings to the characters. And that does it for this month. You can see I started this month trying to ink, getting details down and whatnot. Just wasn't satisfied, so we went forward and we're doing inkings this next month. So I'll be sketching something like this in the sketchbook, but for the most part going back, doing it with marker, seeing how close I can get to the original. Really love how the first page turned out. I'll throw that in the video too, so you can see what to look forward to next month. So check it out. Thanks for supporting me on Patreon. If you're seeing this month early, if you're seeing this on YouTube, look forward to next month. If you're seeing this now on YouTube, that next month is available on Patreon for the month earlier. And it's got the marker sketches already. So what are you waiting for? Go support me on Patreon, and we'll catch you next month. Thanks.